Hey YouTube, this is John.
And this is Brian.
This is Jordan.
And we're Team Hybrid, and we're coming at you with the final parts. Jordan versus Brian, Dragunities versus Lightsworns. Right now, they're drawing their cards and getting ready for the third match. So let's see how it turns out. All right.
Who's gonna lead off here? I don't remember. Jordan, do you?
I think Brian leads off turn one. Yeah, setting a card.
Yeah, set one. Normal summon Lila.
Just that back row scare. Now I don't want to leave anything down until the Lila's gone. I don't want to lose anything. I decided not to set it just yet. I actually want to do a play first. I haven't seen the back row in case it's his MST.
And I MST'd his MST.
In fact, it was, so I'm glad I did not leave it there. I dropped the Terraforming. Very, very bad hand. I try to work with it as best I can. Of course, grab the Terraforming, activate it. Rare thing, I don't have anything obvious to discard, so I have to make do. Like, one of the most difficult decisions when you don't have the obvious one. You have to decide what cards you need the least because you need to go off. So after
definitely.
lots of thought, decided to pitch the Mind Control, seeing as it probably will not help me in the long run. Most of the time, I will end up searching for a dragon if I have the cards of consonants. But this time I had the Foolish, burning more cards than I need to go off. Really hurting, but I dumped the Phalanx, which means I'm ready to summon the Ducks and go into Vajrayana plays. No, he has no back row, nothing to stop me. I know right now he doesn't run Valor anyway. A little bit worried about the Honest, but nothing too earth-shattering. Going to the Stardust and just attacking Delilah. Sure, Delilah successful, set my back row, and I end up passing.
Alright, my turn, and I draw. And again, just amazing cards in my hand. Just, I can't believe, I thought you were going to go up, a lot more. I thought you had a lot more.
But with the limited resources, especially with all the things he was using, especially Foolish Burial, you can't really say too much. So yeah, you go for Tour Guide and get another Tour Guide. It's obvious.
Yeah. I was a bit afraid of Acid Golem. I know that Zen Mains is a bad matchup against Stardust, so I was thinking Acid Golem, and he surprised me a little bit by exceeding the two Tour Guides into a Levier instead.
I was a Leviathan.
Or Leviathan, my bad.
It's cool.
I figured you would just summon an Acid Golem and try to run over my Stardust, but you had to take it a step further and summon the Blackluster Soldier on your second turn and make me a very sad little man.
Oh, BLS coming out really early.
BLS gets dropped. My Stardust is looking like a fool. Afraid of the banish, you decide to attack instead, and I flip a Mirror Force.
Yeah, and I had to give him the bird right there. I was so mad. But then I look back at my hand.
He, of course, has a response.
I activate the Rebo.
Reborns that damn thing.
And here we got into a little debate.
whether BLS could be Monster Reborn after being successfully summoned. Obviously it can. It's not like Dark Arm, which is it can only be special summoned from the hand. He can be special summoned as again if he was successfully summoned prior to his being destruction. Obviously, if you Solemn Warning or Solemn Judgment or any counter trap. Or even T-King, it won't be able to be reborn later in that duel. But since it was Mirror Force, it definitely was special summoned normally. And
yeah, I went into my main phase 2, and I banished the Stardust, and then Jordan activated onto his turn.
So I have terrible plays in my hand, trying desperately to figure out a way to get around this BLS. Try to think the Phalanx, and I end up deciding on the Acleus, just because I already have a Phalanx and Grave, and there's a little bit more versatility by having Acleus and Phalanx. I ended up pitching a Ravine to search for the already activated Ravine, which is very rare, very desperate decision. Hard to see, I had cards of consonants, the Acleus to draw 2, and drew into a couple of cards, and I end up just burning off to get rid of the Blackluster Soldier. I go in and activate or normal summon a Zephyros, which is also a rare occasion, and activate a Monster Reborn. It really doesn't matter. I don't know why it takes me so long to pick. I grab Phalanx, sink into Vajrayana. I then bounce the field card after the Vajrayana gets my Phalanx and brings it back up.
Gets the Agnes
No,
actually
the
instead.
Phalanx.
Or
It's the Phalanx. I decide
Oh.
on the Phalanx because I see I can do a little bit more damage this way. I pay 4, bring back the Zephyros, go into the second Vajrayana. That one I equip with the Ecleus and do a nice little play I like to do. I activate Vajrayana's seldomly activated effect to pop a card equipped to him to double his attack. That in turn activating Ecleus' effect to pop a card on the field. Now I have a 1900 Vajrayana and a 3800 Vajrayana and swinging with both. Doing a substantial amount of damage. And just passing my turn there, leaving them both on the field.
Alright, here I draw and I check my grave. I just really didn't have too much, especially with BLS gone. And, man, I just wish I had more plays. So then I normal summon and set, and I pass turn.
I drop onto the back row. I get the 2 weak Vajrayanas off the field because 1900 is not a lot. Someone's a Jane, he could get over it very easily. So I exceed them both into the Attuned, banish or remove rather the material. It's a special summon the Darkness Metal. Of course, activate the Darkness Metal's effect. Kind of a tough decision. Usually I have something a little bit more powerful, like a Mistleton engrave to bring back. But as I look through the graveyard, I see I only have a Phalanx, an Ecleus, and Vajrayanas as a target. I don't really want to bring back a Vajrayana for no reason. I'm looking through his grave. For some reason, I had the mentality for that moment that Darkness Metal could reborn from my opponent's grave, and I quickly put that back down because I'm a scrub sometimes. Search through my graveyard one more time, activate Darkness Metal's real effect to special summon a dragon from my graveyard, which is the Vajrayana. Then I need to do a little bit more damage because I'm so close to game already. I don't want to give him another turn, so I exceed over the Attuned for Gaia Charger, which is a 2600 Piercer. I run right into his Arcus, it looks like, doing some more damage and attacking for 19, and passing my turn on to him.
And at this point, it's kind of useless with the cards in my hand. Can't set anything because he just has Pierce, and I'm out of life points.
Nothing really much else to say here. I think that looking at Brian's hand, he's already decided that it's time to scoop. So, anyways, guys, if you like the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think on the video and what we should do next. So, yeah, until next time, this is TeamXHybrid. See ya.